What's up, guys? Welcome to drumlessonline.com. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to play a drum and bass groove. And what we're doing when we're playing drum and bass music is we're thinking like a programmer cutting up drum samples. So it's a little bit different than improvising like a drummer would play. We're thinking like a programmer. So step one, we're going to grab a little splash cymbal. This is going to help the snare drum sound kind of digital and weird and interesting. We're going to put it down on the snare drum. Make sure it's off to the side. You can experiment with hitting the splash or hitting the skin just beside the splash. So we're going to take a simple groove that you might hear on a funk record. That's being counted 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And we're going to do an imaginary copy-paste. Like you're using a computer program like Logic. You're going to copy everything from beat 2 to the E of 3. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E. Now try looping that material. 1E and a 2E and a 3E, 2E and a 3E, 2E and a 3E, 2E and a 3E. Finally, we're going to take that little loop and we're going to repeat it only once, so it fits into a bar of 4/4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E, 2E and a 3E, 1E and a 2E and a 3E, 2E and a 3E, 1. So, I'm going to break it down. In the right hand, we're just playing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In the right foot, in the bass drum, I'm playing the first 2 eighth notes of every bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now the fun part is in the snare drum. That's where all the cutting and pasting happens. I'm playing a backbeat on beat 2, the of 2, 1E and 2E and then the E of 3, and then I'm repeating that starting on the and of 3. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So all together again, it's going to look like this. And then when you crank it up to speed, because drum and bass is supposed to be fast, it sounds like this. 3, 4. So that's a little drum and bass example. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.